So final expense Allstate. So this is lovely lady here on our overview page. Final expense plans, eligibility, plan details, and resources. This is, of course, just your basis about what final expense is or a whole life product is, what it takes care of. Of course, a lot of you guys are going to know that off the bat. Their final expense highlights, so 2 plan options, graded plan, level plan as well. Benefits amount range from $2,500 to $50,000. Pays lump sum cash benefits at death, policy maturity date. So you guys definitely know that. Excuse me, Allstate identity protection included. So again, this is where I was talking about, of course, a lot more of us are going on the web and everything that we do in our day-to-day life, whether it be, paying bills or, making sure you have the correct life insurance, right? Most things are online. So again, you're putting your information out there and they're including that Allstate identity protection in with your plan. So that's great. Of course, that's an additional cost in most times. So plan features, graded plan level, policy loan, automated premium loans, Allstate identity protection, active and fit direct. So that's always cool anytime something like that's involved. Benefits and graded plan. Benefits amount in increments of 1,000, 2,500 to 25,000. Accidental death benefit. 100% of the selected death benefit, non-accidental death benefit, year 1, 30%, year 2, 60%, year 3, 100%. So again, all that information there, and I think we are caught up. Let's see, benefit amounts in increments of 1,000, 25 to 50, accidental death benefit, 100% of the selected benefit amount, non-accidental death benefit, 100% of the selected death benefit amount, accelerated death benefit, 50% of the selected benefit amount, paid in advance due to terminal illness diagnosis, up to 20,000. So there's that. And I think that's where we stopped, because I remember thinking, what are they chuckling about? All right, here we go. Benefits of level plan. So 2 optional riders available to add on to the level plan only. Accidental death benefit rider pays additional 100% of the death benefit if the death is due to an accident. Covered dependent term life benefit rider, $5,000 lump sum cash benefit per covered dependent. So something a little bit new right there. Again, it's not something that we haven't seen, just something a little bit new and different. Benefit policy loan features. If suddenly in need of extra cash, customer can choose to take out a loan against the cash value of their policy. After the first year of the policy is in force, it begins to accumulate cash value. As cash value grows, customer can take a loan out over the course of a few years. Annual cash value of a policy can be found in benefits schedule. So that's really cool. I don't think I've seen that be at the forefront of something. So it's really nice because it looks like when they said earlier there would be automatic payments rolled out on that. Let's go. Benefit policy loan. This guy's got some moves, you can tell. Policy loans bear interest daily. Reference to policy benefit schedules for interest rates. Customers can pay accrued interest annually before loan anniversary date. Slow down. If annual interest is not paid when due, it is added to the loan and bears interest daily. So these are all very important when anytime we're talking about a loan, right? You don't know every aspect of that loan. Customer can repay loan in full or in part. Minimum partial payment, $25 monthly. If loan has not been repaid at the time of death, the amount will be subtracted from the death payout. So again, all that basically says if they're not up to date on their payment at end of life, then they will pull out from the actual policy itself. But these guys do have an option to utilize that as a loan, as some type of a loan vehicle to be able to pull out money from that. So again, not something that we haven't seen, but something that they're doing a little bit different and some features that they're including as well. So that's really nice. All right, how does it work? Policy loan feature. So Nick has a $50,000 final expense level plan for the next 5 years. For the last 5 years, I don't know why next came up. Nick is on a tight monthly budget, but he needs to replace his catalytic converter. Policy loan cash value is $1,622.50. A catalytic converter replacement is $1,275. Remaining cash value $347.50. Well, so that's, I mean, it's really one of those things where you're able to talk to your client, you're able to talk to your customer when you're looking at this particular plan and explain that they can do things like this. I think having the knowledge, and of course what you guys do on a day-to-day basis, you're educating the client. So just being able to educate them a little bit more and show them a little bit more of how they can use the actual living benefits of this policy is really nice. So again, Nick was able to get his catalytic converter fixed based off his policy loan cash value, and he still had a remaining $347.50. So awesome. Good job, Nick. Benefits automatic premium loan feature. All right. So allows for many portions of overdue premiums to automatically paid by the policy. Requires policy to have sufficient cash value to advance premium as a loan. If there is insufficient cash value, automatic premium loan will not occur. Customers may opt out of this feature at the time of application. So again, this is going to be something where their policy is going to be able to pay back that loan. So that's really nice as well. But they have the option to opt out of this at the beginning of the policy itself. So another little cool feature about their final expense deal here. So Allstate Identity Protection Premier, comprehensive identity and financial monitoring includes expert fraud solution designed to help the customer protect themselves against today's digital threat. So as we said today, it's, everything's online and everything is mostly done from your phone. So always a really good feature. For over 90 years, Allstate has been protecting what matters most: financial account and credit monitoring, 24/7 alerts and fraud recovery, up to $1 million identity theft expense reimbursement. So really cool feature. Again, the more and more we go online, the more and more our whole life is online. Everything we do involves getting online. This is something that can help you out tremendously. So active and fit. So this is one of the first times that I think I've experienced an active and fit on a final expense. Now, granted, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there that, again, you see this type of stuff all the time, especially on the health side. I know I've heard about it multiple times over there. So on the final expense side, this is definitely something a little bit new for me. But active and fit direct, complimentary discount program that includes access to 9,300 plus on-demand fitness videos. That's cool. Choose from 12,000, sorry, plus fitness centers for just $28 a month. Long-term contract, change fitness centers anytime at no cost. Activity tracking that is compatible with 250 wearable fitness devices, apps, and exercise equipment. So again, really cool feature. If I can speak today, then I get it out there. But really cool, guys. So active and fit, again, like I said, I've seen it on the health side before. I think this is my first time seeing it on the life side. But it is something that's really neat and really cool to get somebody back into getting in shape or taking control of their health. Being able to access those videos is really cool as well. Because I can tell you a lot of times, listen, people don't want to get up and go to the gym, and they don't want to go be surrounded by all these different people while they're, trying to build their confidence up and get themselves back healthy. So again, this is a really good feature to be able to do this from your home. Or if you need to go to a gym, right? They have over 12,000 facilities at $28 a month. That's really good. I can definitely tell you, I know people that spend way more on coffee, or they spend, money elsewhere, whatever. But this is really good because it's going to get you back into taking control of your health. So activity tracking is compatible. Everyone's got an iPhone. Everyone's got some type of smart device nowadays that will allow you to, of course, pair up to these deals and be able to track your fitness. So that's really good as well. So kudos there. Eligibility, graded level plan, general eligibility questions, plan eligibility questions. Cover dependent eligibility questions. Eligibility grade plan. Primary applicant ages 50 through 75. So here's what we're looking at. No spousal coverage, no dependent child coverage, no child only plans. Okay. Primary applicant 50 to 80, no spousal coverage, no child only plans, dependent child term life benefit rider, ages 30 days through 17 years at time of the applicant. Can stay on plan up to 26 years of age, so that's really good. Health history questionnaire required at time of application. So better to do that early, right? And not going to have too many questions on a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, right? But they can last, or they can go all the way through, or they can start at age 30 days of age through 17 years is when you can apply. Can stay on the plan until they're 26. So that's really neat. If you got a kid going through college, or God, 26 just seems like it was yesterday. So I'm thinking to myself, what was I doing at 26? But you have these plans that can help out, especially with early years, or just being an adult, or helping the system being an adult, right? Just knowing that you have something in place. God, I went down memory lane a little bit right there, guys, when I started looking at that. Eligibility of all plans, height, weight are collected at the time of applicant. 3-part eligibility questions required at the time of application. Part 1 determines overall eligibility. Part 2 determines the graded plan eligibility. Part 3 determines level plan eligibility. Social Security number and beneficiary designation also requires at that time of application. So again, there's 3 parts. Determines overall eligibility, and then the graded, and then the leveled as well. Height and weight are collected at that time of application. So height and weight chart is in there. General eligibility question. So obviously this is probably what 90% of us are want to look at, and it's all about the questions, because that allows us to qualify our potential clients for that product, right? So I'll let you guys look at that, brief it a little bit, and I'll kind of roll through it. Has the proposed insured eligible or legally resigned in the United States for less than 12 months in the past 2 years? Has any proposal or insured plead guilty to or been convicted of a felony, or are felony charges now pending? Okay, here we go. Has postponed insured ever been diagnosed with more than one occurrence of the same or different types of cancer? I cannot read today. In the same 2 years, have the proposal insured been diagnosed with or been treated for, tested positive for any of the given medical advice by a member of a medical profession for cancer, tumor, or mass? Listen, I just hope that somebody's getting a laugh out of my tongue right now, because I'm like all over it. Has the proposed insured ever been diagnosed with or been treated for, tested positive for, or been given medical advice by a member of a medical profession for acquired immune deficiency syndrome or AIDS, or tested positive for HIV? Here we go. So again, these are the important questions, the general eligibility questions. So I know a lot of you guys, when I talk to you, this is what you're wanting, because again, this allows you to qualify your client. So we will have the slides available. If not, you can have a screenshot, take a picture of it right then and there. In the past 12 months, have the proposed insured used a wheelchair, mobility scooter, required assistance in eating, bathing, toiletry, and getting in and out of a chair, been bedridden, confined to a hospital, nursing home, skilled nursing facility, used or been advised to use oxygen equipment, had or been advised to have kidney dialysis, been advised by a member of a medical profession to get tested, treatment, follow-up, or surgery has not been completed. So again, guys, these are going to be the questions that you're going to go through. I think a lot of these different carriers, right? But also just so you can kind of see what they're looking for as well. So again, I talk to a lot of you guys on kind of a weekly basis. Maybe not every week, but again, I know a lot of you guys, this is what you're looking for, right? The questions. Some more questions in there. Has the proposed insured ever been diagnosed with or been treated for, tested positive for, or been given medical advice by a member of a medical profession for any of the following? Organ or bone marrow transplant, amputation due to any disease. Let's see, ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, coronary heart disease, Huntington, is that Huntington disease, sickle cell, Alzheimer's, let's see, cystic fibrosis, stroke, heart failure, end-stage kidney renal disease, end-stage liver disease. So again, a couple of these are going to be kind of the same things you guys see on a daily basis. But again, these are the questions that they're looking to get answered to be able to qualify your potential client. Let's see, on the graded side, we've got a couple more. Applicants are eligible for coverage under the graded plan only if they answer yes to any of the following questions. So in the last 12 months, have the proposed insured been diagnosed with or been treated for or tested positive for or given medical advice by a member of a medical profession for any of the following? So alcoholism, liver disorder, diabetes, kidney disorder, vascular disease, heart rhythm, emphysema, COPD, some of those things that we hear a lot, right? Let's see. No, they may not be eligible for the level preferred plan. Okay, so in the last 2 years, have the proposed insured been diagnosed with or been treated for, tested positive for, or been given medical advice by a member of a medical profession for any of the following? PVD, heart rhythm disorder, has the proposed, okay, not doing that one. Let's see, SLE, MS, Parkinson's disease. Let's see, are they currently hospitalized, bedridden, or confined in any medical facility? So have you been diagnosed in the past 5 years by medical profession, cancer, diabetics, diabetes with complication, heart, mental, nervous disorder, intellectual disability? Again, there's a lot of them there. A lot of these we see a lot. I won't bore you by trying to read every one of these because obviously I'm not doing a very good job reading today. So all these questions here, again, these slides are going to be available for you. Also, you guys are going to be able to pick up these slides if you just simply take a screenshot or whatever the case may be. So plans details, preferred rates, state availability, limitation, exclusions, enrollment, and payment. Well, apparently, guys, I just wasn't prepared to talk today. Even though that's what I do all day. Maybe it's just read today. I talk all day. Maybe it's just reading today. So preferred rates. Level plan members may be eligible to receive preferred rates if they answer no to all the level plan eligibility questions, have not used any form of tobacco products within the last 24 months, have not used any form of nicotine products, including electronic cigarettes or e-cigarettes, nicotine gum, or vaping within the last 24 months. So again, we'll jump back to that. Level plan members may be eligible to receive preferred rates if they have not used tobacco in the last 24 months, have not used the e-cig, vaping, dipping, the little pouch deals you put in your gum there, all that good stuff. So availability, guys. So all those blue is going to be where they're located. So we got Washington, Arizona, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, Virginia, Missouri, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, PA, and of course, up there in the East Coast, the tri-state area, all that good stuff. Not going to have anything but Maryland, looks like it. So really good footprint to start out here. Again, it's Allstate, so they definitely have a really, 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 really big name. So there's that. Limitation and exclusion of graded and level plans. Limitation and exclusions. So suicide while sane or insane within 2 years of policy effective date. Let's see, limitation and exclusion of accidental death benefit rider. Explains the limitation exclusions included: disease or infirmity deformity of the mind or body. Infection not occurred as direct results of consequences of injury, suicide, war acts, or war. Let's see here. Enrollment, online applications only via e-app portal. So online applications only via e-app portal. Streamline, intuitive, and to enhance quoting process. Voice, pen, and electric e-signature options. Voice signature options is only allowed if the policy holder, owner, and payer are the same individual. So a very important piece there. Looks like the only place, online applications only via e-app portal. So things are streamlined a little bit better there to enhance the quoting process. Looks like they have a voice, a pen, or e-signature. Let's see. And voice signature options is only allowed if policyholder, owner, and payer are the same individual. All right, so enrollment and payment. Let's see. Enrollment dates between the 1st and the 31st can be as soon as the next day. Initial payment any date between the time of applicant and before effective date. Recurring payment can occur between the 1st and 28th of the month. Option to choose a sync recurring payment with the social or SSN billing or SSN deposit. Form of payment, electronic form of payment. So looks like, so you can choose to sync the reoccurring payment with SSN deposits. So that's important. That is something that, again, you know, we all definitely want to make it easier for that person to be able to pay their policy. Resources, agents, and members. So here's a little clip of, looks like allstatehealth.com. And again, excuse me, I know some of you guys, I was going to say this early, but some of you guys already have their health product. So this is one of those deals where you've probably already seen this particular website. I'm pretty sure it's the same website. Don't quote me on that. Uh-oh, there we go. So agent and brokers, looks like we have agent tools and information, explore coverage options for individuals, work with Allstate Health Solutions, and marketing material. So let's see, the one-stop spot for plan brochures, flyers, trifold. Okay, so you've got your stuff in here, which of course isn't, I don't know if you have to be signed in though. I guess I could get that answer from him next go round. Existing customers. So find doctors and facilities for your plan. Let's see, view general policy documents, submit a claim. So we got a couple things there. All right, it looks like they have a member portal. Access using the following link, myhealthsolutions.com. Member sign in, view policy documents, check their current and past payments, check current payment methods. So look like they can check their policy. They can check a couple different things when it comes to payments. And then of course, I just said that payments, plural. Check current payment method, but still plural. Okay, so recap of the final expense. So guys, again, I don't know if this is close to the end of the slides, but I would imagine. So again, I just want to say I appreciate you guys showing up, sticking with me. I know we've had a couple different things, some things switched up a little bit, and that's totally fine. But again, I appreciate you guys being here with me because I think my camera has died. So a couple things going on. Looks like, you know, should have changed the batteries out in them. Again, like I said, I just appreciate you guys attending. Again, if you have any questions, throw those in the box. Of course, I'll reach out to all you guys. But let's jump back in and do our little recap. So lump sum cash benefit at death or policy maturity date. 2 plan options are available. Additional riders available on level plan. A big standout there includes the Allstate Identity Protection Premier. So again, that's a really good piece. 30-day free look back period. I'm going to get more in on that. I just want to know a little bit more about that. And again, if you guys have any questions or if I didn't cover something, because again, let me just say this, available in multiple states. So we did go over what states it was available in. So let me just say this, guys, again, we're going to have an individual on from Allstate today, but had some issues, so we couldn't get him on, and that's totally fine because we know we'll have him on again. This is the perfect time if you guys have questions. I think it was Mr. Let me run up here, Mr. Jerry. If you have questions, then definitely put them in the box. We get to see those as I'm talking to you guys after this deal. I see those as well. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. I would love to go over them with you. And again, if I didn't cover something, I am one of those people. I'll tell you, direct as possible. I was fully prepared to have my pen and paper out and reading or jotting down notes with our individual, but things changed up a little bit. So again, if you have questions or you had questions coming in, or I made you have questions by my lack of being able to read today, then you guys definitely throw them in the box. Let me know, or let me know when I talk to you. So again, I appreciate you attending. Let's see if there's another slide. I don't think there is. All right. So again, we're at the end. Quick recap. Couple different features that again we maybe don't see with every plan. But the awesome thing about it is, of course, with it being Allstate, we're going to have options to utilize a big platform to request some different things if we need them, or understand some things that we may not understand. So if you guys don't have the health side, or even if you do have the health side, reach out, let us know what we can help you with. If you need more information, if you need the slides, we'll get those out. We'll of course have a video out. Again, I appreciate you guys. If you don't have the product, of course, reach out, 800-777-9322. Of course, Brent, my name is Brent. I'll reach out to you guys as well. And if you're looking for that product, let me know. We will be sending some more information out about it, and I appreciate you attending. You guys have a good day.